Well, I'm back in another airport, and this time I'm heading to Italy. I'm going to an e-bike launch event, never been to one before, and it's with a company that I've reviewed 2 of their bikes before. They're NOKO, so I'm going to check out their new facilities in Catania, and also hopefully get a little bit of time to look about the town. I'm flying with Welling. This is a budget airline. It's not too bad. Just arrived in Barcelona, and I got to go straight to my gate to get that flight to Catania, Italy. Bit of a hairy flight. There was some turbulence just before we landed. So I've spent most of the day traveling, pretty tired. It is 10 p.m, so now to call the transfer shuttle to take me to the hotel. So welcome to Catania. This is one of the main plazas here, and it has a Roman amphitheater, well, the ruins of it. So it is one of the largest in the Roman Empire, could hold up to 15,000 spectators. And note how it's made out of that black volcanic rock, which is typical here from the volcano, from Etna. And the buildings are of course built over the top of it. Domo Plaza, let's check it out. So we have an elephant statue right there, the cathedral, and what possibly might be the council building. I could be wrong here. And here they have these really cool little electric utility vehicles. Porta Ulfeda, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. This area of the city is super vibrant. I absolutely love it. It's just off the Plaza Santa Maria. Here you can get your fresh produce and whatnot. Some very interesting cuts of meat here too. Now I'm going to test out this, which is an arancino, which is local Sicilian street food. So inside there's rice, a little bit like a paella. There's some cheese, and then the outer side is fried. It's quite filling. So it's not bad at all. The Ursino Castle, which is in the city centre, and a pretty impressive looking castle. Now this castle does date back from the 13th century, and inside there's a museum. There is another Roman amphitheater. This one they recommend that you do pay for and go and see, which is what I'm doing, and it's dated from the 2nd century AD. The good part is that you can get inside here and take a look at the structure. A lot of it is made again from that lava rock or that volcanic rock. So I highly recommend that you go and check out this one, not the other that I showed you, because it's mostly under the ground, but this one isn't, as you can see. You get a good look of what it used to be like way back then in 2nd century AD. And now the reason why I'm here, and that is for the tour of the NOKO premises and the event. The event started off with us being introduced to Luca Kofa, who is the CEO of NOKO. The mayor was also on board for the inauguration. They did their opening ceremony. Mr. Kofa then talked about the parent company, which is called Trafami, and they manufacture automotive parts, and they supply these parts to all the major manufacturers, including Ferrari, Mercedes, you name it. They are huge, and it's a multi-million-dollar company with a huge turnover. NOKO was founded in 2021 with the vision of creating high-quality Italian designed and manufactured frames for e-bikes. Now, of course, that's just the frame. You need the other components. So they have a partnership with FSA Vision, and they also talked about their new component company called Grinta Components. So we're going to see these components being used in their newer bikes, some of them. And the new facility, of course, that we were in for this opening ceremony. So this has a size of 4,000 squared meters. It's absolutely massive. It's very impressive. It's all brand new, and they've got solar panels, so it's powered by green, clean energy. They even have an allotment next to where the warehouse facility is. That's just all solar panels, and we got to see the new office complex as well too, which is very nice. NOKO has clients in 27 countries so far, and their clients have ridden over 2 million kilometers. And then NOKO announced their 4 new models that they have for 2024. So this is the NOKO Lite. This is a urban bike. Looks very sleek indeed. So these are all e-bikes, and now what they've done is the changes with the battery. So it's an external battery pack right here, so it's not part of the frame. This other bike here, this is called the Magma gravel bike from them. So gravel bikes, they are increasing in popularity. I've already tested out one or two in the channel, and this one looks very good. I like this matte green paint job it does have. This one I think still has yes it does, it has an internal battery, but it might have an external battery option by the looks of it, or that's just the charging plug right there. So it's got SRAM components on it. I can see for our brakes. And this model here is the NOKO Smart City bike with a external battery pack. You can get a larger one for this, and it's belt driven, so we've got a carbon belt drive with this one right here, and rear hub motor, Kenda tires, and looking quite sleek, the step-through design with this. Then the NOKO Blaze. So this is the one that I have already covered and reviewed. It's in the channel. If you want a full review of that one. So it's mid-drive with a truck run motor and hydraulic disc brakes. One of their more affordable models from NOKO. And here is now their most expensive bike, which is called the NOKO Extreme Road Bike. I don't cover road bikes in the channel, but this one looks impressive. In fact, it looks like a work of art, really. We even got a glimpse here at the assembly line process, all the different phases marked out. So they start out with the frame. They explain all of the different processes, what they start to do there, about the battery installation of it, and all the various different components, cabling, whatnot. Very impressive setup here, really clean. The last step is to test out its torque and power to make sure it's within spec. Now onto the fun part. Excuse the hairnet here, we have to wear them with these helmets, it makes sense. So I'm testing out the gravel bike. We'll see how it rides, just a quick first impressions. So we have a torque sensor, SRAM brakes here, hydraulic. Bike weight, I'll put that up on the screen now because I don't remember the exact weight of it, but it does feel very good. And I'll check it out now in the top mode that I have now. And this has a torque sensor, so the power delivery is pretty much instantaneous. So see how it handles going up this climb here. Climbs really well. Very smooth. You can hear the motor a little, cuts out pretty much instantly, and no rattle, nothing. Of course, assembled here, made in Italy. So the bike did ride really well, but that was just a first impressions. I hope to review it later. They did talk about they are going to be supporting Bitcoin, and they're going to be working together with Netflix. And finally, in 2025, they will be producing, they're currently working on it at the moment, a mountain bike from them. So an eMTB, and later in 2026, a cargo e-bike. Okay, so that is the event, and what did you think? I am really impressed with the facilities here. I mean, I came into this thinking that it was probably going to be a little bit smaller, but 4,000 square meters that they do have here is quite a bit. And the facilities are all new. Everything looks amazing. The assembly line looks really good too. Their offices and their new bikes on offer. So I'm looking forward to testing out hopefully a gravel bike from them. The cargo bike sounds interesting too. That is going to be coming in 2026. And all up, I think that it's looking very promising for this company. I do like what I've seen and what I've tested with the Forza especially. That model, if you've seen my review, is one of my favorites. So which bike here out of the new ones that they talked about are you most interested in? For me, I think it's the Lite. I do like the fact that it's got that removable battery, which is external, and it weighs just about 13, or just a fraction under 13 kilos. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I hope to see you back in the channel with more e-bike coverage from me and covering more of NOKO's bikes. Many thanks to the NOKO team for flying me out to Catania for the event.